Welcome to another Facebook Live recap from the Giles and the Goalie Podcast, recapping the 4-1 victory over Nashville in St. Paul tonight. Pretty solid game. You have to be pretty happy with what the Wild showed out there against a team that is literally the best team in the league right now. So, started off slow, they trailed in shots in the first period. Didn't look like they had much going, especially offensively. But, they turned around in a big way. I really liked the way they responded. I really liked the way they played through the second and third. I think special teams maybe was a bit of a struggle sometimes, as it always is. But you have to like the chances they got. You have to like the stuff they got in on Pekka Rinne. The thing that I like the most about this game is that they got two, at least, what you would call garbage goals. And it's been something that I've wanted from this team for a long time. I think that they don't do a particularly great job of putting people in front of the net and, hammering in those rebounds for garbage goals. But you saw Eriksson and Nino both score that way tonight, and it was a very welcome thing to see. And that's how you beat good goalies. Pekka Rinne is absolutely 100% on a Vezina course this year. And you have to beat him dirty. You can't beat him with, it's tougher to beat him with silky smooth moves and blistering shots, especially because Nashville is so good defensively. So you just have to basically throw bodies to the net and see what happens, and they did that today. You have to like what you saw to them defensively, too. I don't think they gave Nashville very much. Devan Dubnyk had a good night, but a quiet night. The Johansson goal, Dubnyk has to sell out to make the first save, and then the puck goes right back under Johansson's tape, and there's not much you can really do there. But he wasn't kept very busy, and he held up his end of the bargain. So that was good to see as well. All in all, I got to think you got to be pretty happy with this win. It kind of, as many of us have already tweeted after the game, it's kind of funny how they have kind of had Nashville's number this year, and yet they have a losing record against the Arizona Coyotes. That's just kind of what this team is, and then Giles wrote about it 2 weeks ago. This team plays down to competition, and it's unfortunate, but you have to be encouraged when you see games like this because, it means they can play with the best teams in the league. It means they can, hopefully somehow, some way steal a playoff series because, as their record would indicate and as all of the advanced stats would indicate, they're just not that good of a team. So you got to hope that they find some kind of magic in the playoffs, as we saw Nashville do last year. You got to remember, Nashville wasn't a great team last year. They didn't really have much going for them, and they ended up going on a great run. Pekka Rinne ended up having a great playoffs, resurging his career. Pekka Rinne was not a good goalie before the playoffs last year, quite frankly. And now look at him. So you got to hope for the same kind of thing out of the Wild. I don't know if Devan Dubnyk's that kind of goalie, but you got to hope that these strong showings against good teams really give this team some kind of confidence as we get closer to the playoffs here. We're less than a few weeks away, and it really would mean a lot to this team to kind of finish strong because that's something I don't think this team has done a whole lot since at least 2015 when they basically had to win every game for the second half of the season just to get into the playoffs. So we'll see how it goes, but you got to be happy with it. You got to take what you can get. Big game tomorrow night, back-to-back up against Boston coming into town, another very good team that has already locked in the playoffs. So we're kind of in the murderer's row stretch. I think it was 9 of the last 10 teams they play had winning records or were within a game of the playoffs or something like that. And the only team that wasn't is Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. So this is going to be a hellacious stretch, and there's going to be a lot of tough tests for the Wild. But you have to like what they did so far. You just hope they can keep it up. So we'll see if they're able to do that. Look forward to the show this week. We're excited about the show this week, and we also may have a guest for the show in 2 weeks, which is very exciting. We're very pumped about also the viewing party at Tin Whiskers in 2 weeks' time as well, or in 1 week's time from tonight, actually. Look forward to that. So hope to see you there. Hope to talk to you on the interwebs. Hope you enjoy all of the hashtag content that we come out with. But that'll do it for now. Thank you for the download. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all that jazz. And we will talk to you later.